Hey everyone, and welcome to Money Stories. Statistics show that the average American household carries over $100,000 in debt, and a staggering number of people live paycheck to paycheck. In fact, nearly half of all Americans can't even cover an unexpected $1,000 expense. These numbers are shocking, but the truth is, most financial stress stems from just a handful of simple, repeated mistakes. The good news? You can start fixing them today in this comprehensive guide, part of our new playlist, Smart Money Foundations. I'm breaking down the 8 most pervasive financial mistakes that are keeping you broke, and I'm giving you the simple, actionable, and detailed steps to fix them and start building real, sustainable wealth. If you're serious about taking control of your money and changing your financial destiny, stick around, because mistake number 4 is a game changer that even experienced investors often struggle to optimize. Let's dive in and start building your foundation. The first, and arguably biggest, mistake people make is not budgeting with intentionality. It sounds cliche, perhaps even a little restrictive or boring, but the reality is, if you don't know exactly where your hard-earned money is going, you fundamentally cannot tell it where to go. Most people operate on autopilot, living paycheck to paycheck, using mental math, which is notoriously unreliable, and wondering why there's nothing left at the end of the month. This lack of awareness is a wealth killer. The fix is a simple yet powerful tool called the zero-based budget. This isn't about restriction, it's about control, awareness, and priority alignment. With a zero-based budget, you operate on a simple principle. Every single dollar you earn is assigned a specific job category until your total income minus your total expenses equals precisely zero. You might allocate $500 for groceries, $100 for dining out, $200 for savings, and so on. You can use a physical spreadsheet, a simple notebook, or a dedicated budgeting app like YNAB or Mint. The key is intentionality and discipline. If a traditional detailed budget feels overwhelming, you can start with a simpler, proven framework like the 50/30/20 rule. 50% of your take-home pay for needs: rent, utilities, groceries, 30% for wants: hobbies, dining out, streaming services, and a non-negotiable 20% dedicated solely to savings and debt repayment. To even begin this process, you must first track your expenses meticulously for 30 days to see where you truly stand, identifying all those invisible leaks. Only then can you create a plan that actually works. That's mistake number 1 down, and you're already ahead of most people just by acknowledging this. Mistake number 2 is closely related to lack of planning, ignoring the emergency fund. Life happens. Your car breaks down unexpectedly, you lose your job due to a company restructuring, or an unexpected medical bill arrives in the mail. The data shows these things are a certainty, not a possibility. Without a cash buffer, that emergency instantly becomes a full-blown financial crisis, forcing you to rely on high-interest credit cards, which, as we know, can take years to pay off. Burying you deeper in a hole, the fix is to prioritize saving a small starter emergency fund of $1,000 as soon as humanly possible. I know what you're thinking. I barely have enough to make rent. I can't save $1,000. Yes, you can. You might have to get uncomfortable for a short period. Sell some stuff lying around your garage on Facebook Marketplace. Pick up an extra shift. Start a temporary side hustle. Or cut out all non-essentials like dining out and streaming services for just a month or 2. Once you have that initial safety net secured, the goal is to systematically build it up further, targeting 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses. This fund should ideally be kept in a separate high-yield savings account (HISA) so that the money is accessible in a true emergency, but not easily touched for daily wants or impulse buys. Moving on to mistake number 3, a classic wealth killer that predatory lenders love: overusing high-interest credit cards and getting trapped in the perpetual debt cycle. Credit cards are a fantastic financial tool if used correctly, mainly for convenience. Building a strong credit score and leveraging rewards programs like cashback or travel points, but carrying a balance at 18%, 22%, or even a shocking 29% interest rate is a one-way ticket to financial ruin. That interest compounds against you relentlessly, making it nearly impossible to get ahead financially, as a huge chunk of your monthly payment just services interest, not the principal debt. The fix is simple, but requires iron discipline. Pay your credit card bill in full every single month. Treat your credit card like a debit card. Only spend money you already have in your bank account. If you can't afford the item outright, you simply don't buy it. If you're already in debt, your priority shifts. You must stop using credit cards immediately. Put them on ice, literally or figuratively, and use proven strategies like the debt snowball or avalanche method, which we will cover in exhaustive detail in upcoming videos within this playlist to eliminate that debt for good, freeing up that income for investing. Now for mistake number 4, the one that can cost you literal millions in retirement savings and potentially delay your freedom by a decade: waiting too long to invest for retirement. Time in the market is fundamentally more powerful than trying to time the market. The magic of compound interest is not a myth. It's a financial superpower. Consider this stark example. A 25-year-old who invests a modest $300 a month consistently will likely have significantly more money in retirement than a 35-year-old who invests a much larger $500 a month. Simply because of that extra decade of compounding growth where their money is working for them, the fix is non-negotiable. Start now. Today, even if it's just $50 a month, consistency beats intensity here. Open an investment account today. My favorite foundational way for beginners to start is with low cost. Diversified index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs, within a tax-advantaged retirement account like a Roth IRA or an employer-sponsored 401k. We'll break down exactly how to open a brokerage account, choose the right fund, and set up automatic transfers in another deep dive video. So make sure you're subscribed to Money Stories and check that Smart Money Foundation's playlist. Don't let procrastination steal your future wealth. Mistake number 5 is something almost all of us have been tempted by. Thanks to clever marketing, buying depreciating assets like brand new cars, a new car loses around 20% of its value the very moment you drive it off the lot. That's thousands of dollars vanishing instantly. This is a massive wealth killer and often comes bundled with a hefty car loan. The average new car payment in the US is currently over $700 a month. Imagine the power of investing that $700 every single month for 30 years. You'd be a millionaire. The fix is to be a conscious consumer and shift your mindset. Buy reliable used cars, ideally a couple of years old, allowing the first owner to take that initial massive depreciation hit. Prioritize putting your money into appreciating assets that build wealth like stocks, real estate, or your business skills over liabilities that suck money out of your pocket every single month with payments, insurance, and maintenance. Mistake number 6 is ignoring the impact of taxes on your overall financial strategy. You work incredibly hard for your money, so why should you voluntarily give more of it away to the government than you absolutely have to? Many people miss out on simple tax advantages, simply out of ignorance or apathy. The fix involves basic financial literacy around tax codes. You need to understand your employer match on your 401k. That's literally free. Money that you are turning down if you don't contribute enough to get the full match. You also need to know the crucial difference between a traditional 401k and a Roth IRA. Understanding tax-advantaged accounts allows your money to grow protected from the IRS, potentially saving you 6 figures over your lifetime. Mistake number 7 is operating without clear, measurable goals. I want to be rich is a wish, not a plan. When without a specific target, you'll likely spend what you save because there is no why behind the sacrifice. The fix is to use the SMART framework. Don't just save money. Instead, save $20,000 for a house down payment by December 2026. Specificity creates the discipline needed to say no to impulse buys today so you can say yes to your dreams tomorrow. Write your goals down, post them where you see them. Track your progress weekly. Finally, mistake number 8, chasing hype and trying to time the market. Many beginners treat the stock market like a casino, chasing meme stocks or waiting for the perfect bottom to buy. This emotional roller coaster is the fastest way to lose your savings. The fix is to embrace dollar cost averaging. Invest a set amount every single month, regardless of whether the market is up or down. This removes emotion from the equation and allows the long-term growth of the economy to build your wealth for you. There you have it, the 8 financial anchors holding you back. If you commit to fixing even just 2 of these this month, you will be ahead of 90% of the population. Which one are you going to tackle first? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this first chapter of our Smart Money Foundation's playlist helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Money Stories. We have more videos dropping today to help you master your finances. I'm your host, and remember, your story is written by the choices you make with your money today.